Lavertus is one of the most enigmatic and intriguing figures in the world of Chima. Once a noble lion warrior, the brother of Lavertus was caught stealing chi and exiled from the Lion City. Over the years, he transformed from a forgotten prince into the mysterious and powerful racer known as Shadowwind. Hidden behind a mask and shrouded in secrecy, Lavertus walked the path of heroism and redemption. He would ultimately play a pivotal role in saving Chima from the threats that rose, proving that true nobility lies not in titles, but in actions. Lavertus was once a respected member of the Lion tribe, admired for his strength, wisdom, and racing skills. However, political intrigue and internal conflict led to his unjust banishment from the Lion City. Lavertus found himself in the throes of intrigue when he and who we now know as Queen Crunkit of the Crocodile tribe formed a special bond. A problem arose when Crominus also wanted the hand of Crunkit and would go to long lengths to make this a reality. In the same way we know Cruella manipulated Kraga, Crominus used this plant on Lavertus and made him take chi from the sacred pool. Ultimately, he was caught and banished into the Outlands, making Crominus successful. Secluded in the Outlands, Lavertus lived among the wild plants and slowly crafted a new identity. As Shadowwind, Lavertus often appeared where conflict stirred, sabotaging weapons, disabling traps, and outmaneuvering opposition. Though he never spoke whilst masked, his actions revealed a clear pattern. He was protecting Chima, even from the shadows. Shadowwind became both feared and revered. To the wolves and crocodiles, he was a threat. To Laval and the eagles, he was a mystery, and eventually an ally. Towards the end of Season 1, when a new threat appears known as the Black Cloud, Shadowwind plays a crucial role when he brings Laval to the edge of the Outlands to rescue Queen Crunkit on the back of the crocodile legend beast. This is when we hear him speak for the first time.
For Chima.
Lavertus is the mysterious catalyst of Season 2. His duality as hermit and masked racer drives the plot forward, while his eventual loyalty, tech, and chi are all instrumental in rescuing the legend beasts and restoring balance. His dramatic reveal as Laval's uncle and heroic sacrifice bring emotional depth, cementing his legacy in Chima. The first encounter we have with Lavertus is when Laval and the tribe heroes stumble upon Lavertus's hermit-like outland base. Acting moody and reserved, he offers sanctuary and a map to the missing legend beasts, but keeps them at arm's length, famously saying,
Or do I? Or am I? Or will I?
Though initially aloof, Lavertus helps the heroes rescue the 7 remaining legend beasts, crafting Outlands armor and advising on daring plans. His secret stash of golden chi becomes vital. In the episode The Legend Thief, Laval challenges him to a speedo race, and upon losing, Lavertus honours the deal and allies with the heroes to help free the legend beasts. In This May Sting a Bit, he reveals that he is Laval's uncle, sharing his backstory. At the season's climax, he uses his golden chi to stabilise a collapsing cavern, allowing the tribes to escape, but appears to sacrifice himself beneath the rubble. In Season 3, Lavertus returns from presumed death to act as both season guide and moral anchor. His skill with golden chi and his calm leadership through icy perils are vital to the hero's success. He supports critical missions, from guiding the way forward to standing firm in the final battle, and helps usher in the restoration of Chima. He also has an awesome entrance when the heroes are all out of options and in dire need of help.
We're so totally, incredibly, hopelessly stuck. It's gonna take a miracle to get us out of this one.
Miracle? How about a little Shadowwind instead?
Lavertus? I mean, Uncle Lavertus, Shadowwind? Is that you?
Yes, and I think I can help you. Or can I?
Here we can see the episodes that Lavertus does make an appearance in Season 3. Of course, we have The Phoenix Has Landed, Episode 12. He returns unexpectedly to help rescue Flinks and the group trapped in the Gorge, as I mentioned. A Spark of Hope, Episode 13. He plays a key role in guiding the heroes through ice and rock with his golden chi. Wings of Fire, Episode 14. He assists Laval and the group in Outlands as they seek the Fire Wings. Of course, he helps find Tormak as well. and in the heart of Kavora episode 15, he fights alongside the heroes in the final battle and helps bring about the Great Illumination. Diving into a few of his personality traits, he's wise and tactical, he thinks ahead, often seeing the bigger picture beyond tribal politics, he's honourable, even while in exile he chooses the path of protection and peace over vengeance, and he is inventive, he's a master of technology, engineering speedors and defence systems unseen in the Lion tribes. Okay, just like last episode with Krager, we're going to dive in and take a look at the minifigures and sets that Lavertus does come in. So we'll start off with the minifigs, just like we did last time. We'll start off with the basic Lavertus minifigure. This one has got the gold heavy armour on him, a really nice figure. I like how he's different to the other lions because of obviously the different skin tones. I think it makes for a really unique minifig, and we can take the armour off here, and then you can see him without the armor piece on, and you can have a look at the printing. Now the only weird thing about his printing is the fact that the lion badge on his belt doesn't actually line up with anything, but I suppose they could have maybe done that on purpose with the idea of that he was in exile, and obviously over time it would have worn out and he would have made his own clothes and obviously his own garments, and you can see on the back there how it's all a bit different to the Laval torso. It's basically just a Laval torso but modified pretty much. But yeah, that is the basic Lavertus minifig. That one comes in his twin blade and in the outland base, you can see in the background there. Next up, we obviously have his alternate identity of Shadowwind. Of course, everyone knows that we never actually got the helmet, which is pretty disappointing. But, you know, it is what it is. It's happened, it's been and gone, so we can't complain now. But yeah, this one, I have customised it a little bit by putting on these Stone Warrior shoulder pads, and then also just giving him a red cape. It's a bit crumpled, but that's because this red cape was off my Fire Chi Lavertus, and if you know about that packaging, it sort of crumples up the cape a little bit. But I'll take off the bits that I added so it's completely authentic, and you can see here, this is how he comes in his set. The set, of course, is the Stinger Dual Speedo set. It comes with Shadowwind and it also comes with Scolder in the background, you can see there. So they're the two versions of Lavertus in minifig form, and like I say, I've put some customs on, which I do recommend doing if you'd like to just give your Shadowwind a bit more pizzazz. But now we've had a look at the minifigs, let's have a look and take a look at these sets that are in the background. Taking a step back then, here you can see are the three sets that I mentioned earlier. Of course, on the left here we have got the Outland base, and then we have got his Twin Blade, or his Wind Shadow as he calls it in the show. And then in the background, like I say, I've got a sealed copy of the Stinger Dual Speedo set. So I'll start off with that one, just because I've grabbed it now. Like I say, comes with Shadowwind without the shoulder pads and cape, because I just customized him. The really nice Shadowwind Speedo, which I am going to try and get, because I want to keep this sealed, but I do want that Shadowwind Speedo for sure. And then, like I say, it comes with Scolder with various Speedo weapons, jousting weapons, same with Lavertus's weapons there. And I think the whole idea basically is you sort of race to it, and it's the person that knocks off this this light trans circle here is the winner, and obviously they take it off the Scorpion type build. But yeah, a very classical Speedo set, but you know, I've shown you this before in a previous video, so I won't dive too much into that one. So we'll start off, first off we'll go with the Twin Blade, and we've got here, if I just take it off its stand, let's try not to do that though, put that piece back on. So yeah, here it is, a pretty nifty build. I'm sure everyone knows the play feature. I think, well, OGs of the channel will know that this was one of my first ever speed build videos. I think it might have been the first. It was my first video on the channel, I believe, all that time ago. And yeah, it's stayed the same ever since. I mean, all I've had to do with it is just keep it dust free. And yeah, a really nice vehicle. We'll move on from that set to the main attraction, which is, of course, the Outland base. And as you know, this can fold out like so to make it a more big, menacing looking thing. I like to keep it at somewhat of an angle, just because, well, not only does that mean it fits on my shelf, but it's also just a bit of a nicer sort of looking building, I think. And yeah, there's not too much to say about this one. It's got a camera here for CCTV. It comes with a little workstation trolley for Lavertus to craft all of his various things. And of course we've got his modified Speedo, is what it's meant to be, similar in the show when he made it to race the 8 heroes of Chima, as I talked about earlier in this video. And yeah, we've got a satellite dish here with radar, we've got some flick fire missiles, and then something like this, which is similar to the thing on the top of Laval's Royal Fighter, in the sense that it's like a spinning machine blaster type thing. And that is about it with the Lavertus Outland base. Of course, as well, last thing to note is the fact that the gateway opens like so. But that is everything there is to show you for the 3 sets that we get Lavertus and Shadowwind in. Alright then guys, that is going to do it for this week's video. I really hope you enjoyed. This is the second installment of Lego Chima Deep Dives that I've done. Please let me know of some other characters you'd like to see down below in the comments. This was a well requested video. Someone asked for Lavertus and someone asked for Shadowwind, and I thought, hey, well, that's the perfect opportunity. I do know someone else asked for Warriors as well, so I will be making that video, and you can look forward to seeing that one. But yeah, that is going to do it. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe if you have not already. Join the Discord, which will be linked in the description below, and of course, stay legendary.